God, that's creepy. Have you made any sales yet, Jordan? What? Come on.
It's because he hasn't set up yet. Not my problem.
It's getting there. It's like 95% set up. People are digging through. We just need some actual transaction footage here, besides the 3 like sports titles he sold on the 360. How much do you pay for your booth here at the flea market?
Well, I do Saturday and Sunday for the entire month, and it ends up $163 or something like that, so it's not too bad.
And you definitely, on average, monthly make your profit back each
Generally
month?
the first day of the first weekend.
That's if anyone has a game collection that they are wanting to maybe get rid of or thin out, go set up a booth at the flea market, because apparently you can make the entire month's pay in one day, at least here in Florida. Joey picked up this boxed original Game Boy for $10. Box is in a little rough shape, but the system's really nice. Haven't tested it yet though, see if it's working. But still, $10 is not a bad deal, mainly just because it has the box. Hey man, so I happened to run into someone else that was recording the stuff on the table, and he happens to put up videos on YouTube as well. What's your channel name?
My channel name is Heroes Forever, EVA.
Okay.
I do not really too many game reviews, but just pretty much a bunch of different collectibles and things like that.
So you come out to the flea market to look for retro games and stuff?
Yeah, I'm into retro gaming, and just thought I've never been here before, so I thought I'd come out and just check it out.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's definitely a different world out here, and the different
yeah,
the deals and stuff you can get by haggling with people in person. It's a lot harder to do that on eBay.
Yeah,
so
yeah, you can't do that on eBay.
Yeah,
that's nice. I mean, I think it's pretty cool to support the people that want to come out here and sell the older games too.
Exactly. Well, thank you, and you have a good day, man.
Yeah, all right, you too. Thanks.
So in my possession right now, I have a bunch of Box 64 games, a couple Zeldas, Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, Mario, Donkey Kong, all the basic stuff. But this one here is the Ocarina of Time Collector's Edition, and it's still factory sealed. But I can't really sell it for a set price on eBay because it varies so much. I've seen them go for anywhere from 100 to 600.
Yeah, unfortunately one recently went for like $100, so he's like, damn it.
I actually have 100 into this one.
Oh, yeah, so can't really sell it for...
Yeah, if a buddy of mine wants it, I might only make a couple dollars on it, but...
I think Jordan's about to make a sale here. $8, a couple original Xbox titles. Yay, Jordan's first sale of the day. So they keep a little catalog of what they sell throughout the day, which is good. I probably would do the same thing. I'm a Nazi when it comes to like keeping track of what I have and what I don't have. So she just purchased N64. She just needed the cables for it, but Joey gave a really good deal of $20 for system cables and controllers. You say you're from Canada? Mm-hmm. So you're just down buying some stuff to take back home?
Yes.
That's cool. So, and
the inflation there on video games.
Yeah.
So we've seen recently is kind of insane.
I was just on tour in Canada, and some of the shops in like BC I was at were very, very expensive, like 4 or 5 times the expensive.
Yeah, this is $80 home.
Yeah. So see, good deal. We're trying to plan going over to the Scientology booth, and Joey wants to fake an erection and say my thetan levels are rising. What can you do for me?
I think it'll work.
Give it a try. Can't hurt. The worst they can do is throw you in their spaceship. Yeah, put you in their spaceship and take you back to planet whatever. So Aaron, have you got anything good yet today?
I sold the Wii and I'm about to sell a Nintendo.
How much did you sell the Wii for?
$50.
Any games with it or just?
I charged for $10 a piece for 2 separate games. Yeah.
Okay. That's a good deal though. That's $30 cheaper than at the store, so. Trying to sell that Nintendo. Oh, don't drop it on the floor. Aaron does a lot more dealing in like the more current systems. He has a lot of Xbox 360, PS3 stuff. He tries to base a lot of it off of the prices that places like GameStop and stuff are selling for, and maybe do a little undercut from that of $5 or so. But he's been able to do pretty successful up here. Aaron, how long have you been up here at the flea market?
I've been here for about a year in this spot.
Okay. About a year up here. He started off with a little teeny table over there and then moved over here with a lot more cases. So
yeah, I went from like what, $500 in games to like $8,000 worth of games in like less than a year.
Aaron used to come to my store years and years ago. I think the first time I ever saw you was like with your dad.
Yeah, probably.
And he had a big box of like old PS2 games or whatever to trade in that you got. You purchased a lot from somebody that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry we woke you. So he's buying a couple original Game Boy games for $7. Which games are you getting?
Tetris and
Space Invaders.
Tetris and Space Invaders. You a big Game Boy fan?
I've been looking for one and I finally found one here. There was another guy over there I bought one off.
It's cool, building your collection.
You actually, if I remember, you bought Mario Duck
Super
or
Mario.
just Mario?
Super Mario, yes.
He's a return customer. So, in the case of that kid, if a kid comes up to you and wants to buy like an M-rated game or like a Grand Theft Auto, what do you normally do?
It depends. Sometimes that age I'll ask for a parent. Other than that, I mean, if they're a little bit older than that, towards like the 14, 15 range, I might just let them get it.
Yeah.
But
So working like, at GameStop or something like that, the rule is you have to be 17 with ID. Flea market, there really isn't a rule like that. It's more of a moral rule.
I did have a parent come back and complain once. I sold her kid Max Payne, and she did not like the intro with the oral underneath the desk.
Yeah. So it's just, I guess, a case-by-case basis. If the kid seems smart enough to maybe know what's going on, if he's not like, boom, boom, shoot boobs, then...
One thing I do ask them sometimes if they have played other Grand Theft Auto, they'll be like, oh yeah, I have the third one. I say, okay, well they have it. They're familiar with the series, so that's okay.
Gotcha.
But other than that, it's just...
Yeah. So Joey likes to keep a lot of his shit just in tubs that just sit there forever and never sells because he's lazy, I guess. But he just pulled out Soul Feast on the Sega CD, one of the first Sega CD games to come out. I just bought this on eBay. I think I paid between 10 or 15 bucks. I'm not that bummed because it doesn't have the little manual that would have come with it, but this originally came in like a little bundle that when you bought the Sega CD, it was this and I think 2 other games and sort of like your manual for the system, and it was like wrapped with like a little paper wrapping around it. But yeah, it's a little shoot 'em up bullet hell shooter game, and I was just immediately like, what the fuck? I just bought this, and you pull it out of a bin. Put your games out for sale so people can see them.
Wing Commander.
Yeah, you can get Wing Commander on a 3DO there. $1. We'll charge $1 for it.
I paid $1 for that.
So what are you guys picking up?
Dead Island.
Dead Island. Which was that was actually my copy of Dead Island that I traded to Joey a while back. So the codes inside are still good. I didn't use them. Quest 64 came from Blowout Video. You can apparently get diarrhea from buying your games. Joey allows the people to test out the games if they want. I think he's testing out Pokemon right now. Can't really do that in retail stores just because we don't have quite the time or the eyes to watch everybody doing that. But it would be great if we could. It'd be awesome if we would allow people to try stuff out. I'm jumping in here real quick to introduce this next transaction that's about to happen. This guy comes up to the table looking for some Sonic games on the Genesis. He finds a few. Joey's talking about prices. I'm just asking him some questions. And I left as much of the first part of this conversation in so you kind of get an idea of where it goes from here.
I'm looking for pretty much anything at Sega Genesis besides Sonic, so I've already got Sonic 3. Just looking for Sonic 2.
I mean, I have it boxed still. see. You're up to 8 there. I'll tell you what, I'll do 10 on it for all of them.
Alright,
Right here, third one down.
oh, okay.
I don't know if that one has the manual or not, but it's the game.
So $10 for the 4 of them. What were the other games there?
Sonic Spinball, the first Sonic, and Sonic 3D Blast.
Pulling together the whole Sonic collection on the Genesis.
Actually, I have the Knuckles.
It's mainly just Sonic. Alright, well, it's a project my friend's working on, and we really need some, I guess, Sonic, like, Genesis stuff, and actually the one I was looking for specifically was this one. Mainly because he said everyone that I've heard so far, along with my friend, said this game was god awful.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know, he apparently for the video, anything that's like Sonic having to do with the videos.
What kind of videos are you doing? So now, me being a guy that does videos and puts stuff on YouTube, when he mentioned that his friend does videos, I was like, oh, cool, what does he do? And then he gets like a weird, puzzled, thinking look on his face, and then he starts saying this.
I'm trying to remember the specific game, it was something fancy. It was like, digital photography and video.
He's just taking clips and stuff from the games? Or?
Clips from the game, putting the game into the cartridge. It's supposed to be like kind of like comparison to like real life stuff and then the game, and then trying to make, you know, hey, the game sucks by, you know, I don't know. It's a little bit difficult to describe, kind of fair-brained, but...
What? I got lost there real quick. Something about real life and the game sucks and putting it into the cartridge, I'm guessing meaning the system, and I don't know. I don't know if he was making up just a story to try to sound cool, or if he does have a friend and his friend is making this epic thing that is so mind-bogglingly confusing he couldn't even put it into words. Either way, the transaction continued, and he did make some purchases, and it basically ended fairly normal, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say, for the Sonic stuff, the only other thing they made for the Genesis that I have is the Sonic and Knuckles adapter. You actually plug the cartridges on top of the game and you play as Knuckles.
Yeah, I don't think at the moment, I don't think I need that. I might need it at some point later on, but for the moment, this is absolutely perfect what you have here.
So Joey just ignores the whole fucking thing and just continues on with the transaction, trying to upsell him another game, but that was the first odd conversation I've had while filming up at the flea market, and I hope there is many more of those to come. And now back to the flea market. So today is a very slow day at the flea market. Only a couple more hours really of it being open, and parking lot is like maybe not even a quarter full, but pretty not bad for a slow day. How much are you at right now?
Like 107, so around the 110 mark.
So I mean, even on a really slow day, you know, still pulling enough obviously to be out here. Like he wouldn't have made $107 working at McDonald's, or you know, or even fuck where I work, being a sales associate, you know, part-time at GameStop. You ain't gonna be making that, so it's not a bad deal.
And it was all on my junk games.
Yeah. Didn't really sell anything big. Sold one system, sold that N64 for $20. So it's been a junk day for $107. That's good.
It's one of my favorites.
It's getting very sweaty and late in the day. Haven't really made... Actually, sold some posters. Sold a couple posters that are over in that box. And this is where the real fun happens at the flea market is. See these fun faces?
Hot, terrible closing hours.
Look how fun that fucking face is. My face is just full of delight. So that's the end of the day. We are packing up the tables now. Sort of slow day. Ended up making about $120 or so, like we said, mainly on all like cheaper, smaller items. No like big game sales or anything. But he's happy with it. He can buy Taco Bell and go home and what did you call masturbating?
Hand-to-gland combat.
Yeah, he can go hand-to-gland combat at home with some Taco Bell. I'm gonna go home and take a shower and take a nap. So I think I got 3 hours of sleep last night. So peace. Say bye.
Bye.
Say bye, Jordan.
Bye.